Right. I was treating as a pupil at the train stage, yeah?
Yes.
I've got a test coming up in about a month's time.
Right, sir.
And you're filling in for my regular instructor, Fred, who can't make it today. He's got an appointment at the dentist or something.
Yeah.
So I've never met you before, but I am familiar with the controls of the car. Yeah, he's got the same car as you. He said today he was going to look at how I deal with pedestrian crossings and my use of signals by indicator. Yeah?
Is that phase 2, isn't it? Yes, it's phase 2 subject, is it?
Trained. Yeah.
Trained, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, what gave you a clue it was phase 2?
Yeah. Trained.
Trained.
Okay, Tony. My name's
Andy.
Andy.
You can call me Tony, yeah?
Tony, yeah. Okay, Tony. My name's Andy.
Hello, Andy.
Very
Nice
nice
to
to
meet
meet you,
you.
Tony. And I spoke to your usual trainer, Fred.
Yeah.
And he said that he would like us to have a run through our pedestrian crossings and use of signals.
Yeah.
So, how would you? What are the two main types of pedestrian crossings, Tony?
Oh, controlled and uncontrolled, isn't it?
That's right. And how would you identify an uncontrolled crossing?
Oh, they're the ones with the black and white posts and the beacons on top, aren't they?
That's right. That's good. And controlled crossings. What are the the two main types of controlled crossings we're likely to come across?
Oh, pelican and puffin, isn't it?
That's right. And what's the main difference between puffin and pelican?
Oh, the light sequence.
That's right. And if regarding the your signals, what sort of distance would you ideally pop a signal on? If you're doing a right or left turn, what sort of distance?
Not too early and not too late.
That's very good. Okay, Tony. Well, I think your theory's not very good. So
It's not very good.
no, it's very good. Would you, if you like? So we'll have a little drive, and so if you'd like to set yourself up as normal, get yourself comfortable.
Even though there was no mention made, just out of roll.
Yeah.
Even though there was no mention made of armed signals, doesn't mean to say you can't bring it up.
Oh
Yeah,
right, yes.
During
Yeah.
the lesson about where you
So make a
where
mention
and
of
what you
that.
use them. Yeah.
Make a mention during the lesson.
Yeah, I'll leave it to you. Yeah. We'll see how you do.
Okay then. Yes.
Yeah. All right.
Great stuff.
Yep.
Okay, Tony. So what can you see in the interior mirror, Tony?
See this black frame here?
Yes.
I'm using it as a picture frame. Back window's a picture. I framed the whole back window. I can square the whole back window. I can even see a bit of my head restraint and a bit of yours.
That's good. And the right door mirror, Tony.
See about 2 finger widths of the car.
Yep.
See the sky, horizon and road.
And left door mirror, Tony.
Again, the same amount of car. The sky, horizon and pavement.
That sounds excellent. So when you're ready, we'll go for a little drive.
Oh, signal there. Cars come behind. Shouldn't signal when there's cars coming behind you, couldn't you?
No, that's right, Tony. I'll let you get out. So, why is it important we don't signal if there's a car approaching from behind, coming on?
Oh, he might stop. Let me out, he might get frightened.
That's right. He might think what you're going to pull out in front of him. That's right.
The road just follows around to the left.
All right. So we're just going to follow the road round to the left, Tony.
And we're going to turn left.
And we'll turn left, please, Tony. Signal now, Tony, please.
I was going to.
Oh, yeah. I was just... Did we signal a bit late there, Tony? Do you think?
I thought it was a good time.
What sort of distance would you normally pop your signal on?
Might vary. It depends on what's happening
Yeah.
around me. And right.
And the road will turn right, please, Tony. So if you're coming up to, what other things would you identify an uncontrolled crossing, Tony? What other things might you see?
You sometimes might get a road sign, wouldn't you?
That's right. And any markings? What sort of markings?
Oh
might
yeah, you
see?
get them wiggly lines, don't you?
That's right. White. And what do they mean?
You
Do you know
can't
what they
park.
mean? And anything else? That's good.
Overtake.
That's good. That's very good.
But it is okay to park on the once you pass the crossing on the zigzag lines, isn't it?
Oh, you can't park after them or before them, Tony.
That's a bit awkward because I got them right outside my house.
Ah, I see. Yeah, so you can't park even if they're outside your house, or you have to stop for the bank.
Well, where am I going to park them?
You just have to find a legal place. It's important. Do you know why it's important that we don't stop on the zigzag lines? Say after the zebra crossing, if you've got a.
No, I thought it was quite safe because I'm already past the crossing, haven't I?
Well, what could happen, Tony, is even though you've passed it, if there's cars coming towards us.
Can I just deal with this first?
Yes, certainly.
I'm not much good at multitasking. Roundabout right.
And right at the roundabout, please, Tony. I'll turn signal off, Tony. Oh no, we've got that turning there, but we couldn't turn into it, so you can put your signal on now, Tony.
I thought it was a good time.
Well, what's the dangers, Tony? I'll let you deal with this roundabout. We had a turning just before this roundabout. What do you think the dangers could be if we signal too early before that
I
turning?
suppose people could get confused, couldn't they?
That's right. And what happens if they think you're going to take the
They
turning?
all pulled out in front of me.
Yeah, I think you put your signal on a bit too early. As we went around the roundabout.
Was that my fault?
Yeah, what we should have done is if we put the signal just after we pass the turning we want to take.
Oh, they thought I was turning up that
They
road.
probably thought you were going to take that
Oh,
turn. So just as you pass the turning, what are the consequences if you signal too early? If you're coming,
I don't know what consequences means.
Dangers. What are the dangers? What could be the dangers? If you took your signal?
I misled them. I thought I was turning in there.
And what might they do if they think you're turning in there? As
Well,
they
they
did.
pull out in front of me.
Yeah. So
I'm going to follow the road straight on. The second exit up the hill up there.
and we'll follow straight on. Second exit up the hill. Anyway, return to the so yes, zigzag lines. If you park after the zigzag lines, if there's cars coming the other way and there's a pedestrian crossing, they won't be able to see them because of your car blocking the view.
Yeah, I never thought of that. I don't need signal here, do I?
Yeah, put your signal now, please, Tony.
Do I? Oh, I thought it was a left turn only lane. And if you get me to take up the right turn lane, that's what
And you take the right hand lane here, please, Tony. And it's safe. I think, yeah. Although we were in the lane for turning left, I think we should still put a signal on, just in case people think that you are going to carry on round.
Like who?
Cars behind us, or making the turn.
Does it help pedestrians at all?
Yes, that's right. Yeah, that's right, because pedestrians don't really, they might not understand the road rules.
Mind you, they only cross across us, don't they?
Pedestrians, they can cross anywhere,
Don't they?
yeah, any time, any place, anywhere. As the advert goes.
Whatever it.
I'm trying to remember. It's Shinzano.
Before my time, I'm sorry.
Yeah. It's my father told me about that.
It's Martini, by the way.
Martini. Yeah.
Fred uses that one as well. That's
Yeah.
the only reason I know it.
So, what have we got coming up ahead, Tony?
Roadworks.
And after that, what can you see
Oh,
here?
lights.
That's right. So, what do we do? Let's see.
Get across there quickly.
Down to 20 now.
No, it's 30 along
So, it's important when we approach lights, we don't accelerate on the approach to lights.
I just want to get across quickly in case somebody run up and press the button.
Well, but children don't always stop at lights. You know, if they think there's a crossing,
Oh, I never thought
they
of
might just run out in front. They just see lights, think it's a crossing, and go. So it's always important to not to increase your speed, not to overreact, but not to increase your speed. So what have we got in the distance? What can you see up ahead?
Oh, I think it's like
What kind of crossing is
the
that?
control crossing.
That's right. So what are you going to do with your speed, Tony?
Not increase it.
That's good. And where do you look on approach?
Scan.
That's very good. Excellent.
Roundabout left.
And at the roundabout, we'll turn left, please, Tony. So where are you going to do with your signal? If you take the signal off, Tony. Just because we've got the turning on the left here, so you can put your signal on now. So, why is it important we don't...
Oh, that car, I thought it was turning in there.
That's right. So although it's... what's the normal... When would we normally signal, ideally, for
Give
turning
people
left?
time to react.
That's right. So there are occasions... That's not set in stone, is it, Tony?
No.
So what situations wouldn't you signal? Maybe less than 7 car lengths. You know, 2 or 3.
I never use car lengths, so I can never count them.
So
If there's no cars there, I get confused.
yes. So would you like me to help you with that the next time we come to a turning, or do you?
Yeah.
Right. I'll give you some help with that.
Roundabout left.
And left to the roundabout, please, Tony. So, oh yeah. It's a bit early with the signal, Tony. We could have
I
left it
thought
a
it was
bit
good
later.
timing.
What do you think the dangers are, Tony, if we put the signal on too early before we're coming up to, we're doing a left or right-hand turn? What do you think? Do you have any
I was
ideas?
giving them plenty of warning.
Well, the problem is, Tony, if you're too close, as we were there,
Oh, I was too close to the crossing.
you were too near,
turning.
too far back, I mean,
Oh.
so, yeah, if you're too far back, people behind you might think you are going to be pulling over to park.
Oh, I never thought that's right.
So it's so it's not too early, not too late. So would you like me just to give you a prompt on the next one, Tony?
Yeah.
With the next one,
Not many crossings around here, is there?
okay. There is a crossing here. Sorry, Tony. What kind of crossing was that we just passed?
I didn't see it, sorry.
All right. That's my fault. I should
Just the
have-
one, was there?
Yeah. I think I missed the other one.
At a roll.
Yes.
Make sure you always prioritise it.
Oh, because I was banging on about indicators with the crossings, yeah. So what's this, got like a, what's this island we've got here, Tony?
Oh, safe haven.
Safe haven. So, if you saw a pedestrian standing in the middle there on that haven, what would you
I'm
do?
not seeing many crossings around.
No, we haven't got many here.
Sorry?
That was that's somewhere where pedestrians can cross.
Yeah, just out a roll.
Yeah.
Just after a safe haven. What was there? Black and white lines painted on the road. Black and white posts and yellow beacons on the top.
Oh, I see. Yeah, missed that. What kind of a junction? What kind of a junction is this with these traffic lights, Tony?
Fred said these are traffic lights for the built-in crossing, isn't it?
That's right. So, what have we got coming up ahead? Can you see up ahead?
Traffic lights. And turning left.
And turn left, please, Tony. So you can put your signal on now. That's good.
Oh, that distance.
That's it. That's about 6 or 7 car lengths.
And
That's
left
very good.
again.
And left again, Tony.
And then at the lights ahead, turning right.
And at the lights, turn right, please, Tony. So remind me again why it's important not to signal too early if you're approaching to turn left.
Confused me.
You might think you're parking up. And
You definitely don't need to signal here, do I?
yeah, oh yes, you do, Tony. So
It's a right turn any lane.
yeah, again, what about if there's got pedestrians? A pedestrian, they might not. They don't usually concentrate on what the road rules. So what have we got coming up here, Tony? What have we got? What kind of
bus
crossing is
stop.
this? What kind
Oh,
of crossing?
crossing. Oh, black and white posts.
So
Yeah.
where did we look?
Scan.
Scan, that's right. And why are we scanning?
See if we're standing there.
That's right.
And we're going to turn left.
And we'll turn left, please, Tony. And we've got what kind of crossing is this again, Tony?
A very big one.
It is. So we just. You don't have to stop, Tony. Oh yes, you do. Very good.
They're both my next door neighbours.
Yeah. We mustn't wave people across, Tony.
Oh, I don't wave anybody across. It's just people that I know.
Even people you know, especially people you know. What are the dangers if you wave somebody across, though? What do you think the dangers could be? What kind of crossing have we got here? We've got it's a junction.
It's traffic lights.
Yeah. So what could happen, Tony, if you wave them across? We don't know if there's a car coming the other way, or the car could be overtaking you.
Oh, they're very clever people. I always check.
They might not, you see. People they might not be looking. And if we wave somebody across, it would be sort of our fault. Because they're thinking it's safe, because you've said it's safe. You've waved them across. What have we got here, Tony?
Oh, yeah.
So it's
scan.
Very good, Tony.
And turning left.
And turn left, please, Tony. Excellent. That was good timing of your signals there. And what are you doing?
Just get me to stop just on the left.
And if you'd just like to stop on the left, Tony, please.
Right, roll.
Yeah.
Just go back to your part 2, yeah?
Yeah.
What did you used to do on approach to a hazard?
Check my mirrors.
Have I been doing that?
Oh, I didn't notice.
Well, you've been asking me where I'm checking, yeah?
Yeah.
And I said I'm scanning.
But you weren't necessarily checking your mirrors on approach.
No, never looked at them now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Of course. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah?
Yes. Mirrors on
Very
approach.
important, isn't it?
Yeah.
Keep an eye on that, yeah?
Yeah, I will do.
And turning left.
And turn left, please, Tony.
And just get me to take up the right hand lane.
And if you take up the right hand lane, please, Tony. So you're signalling. Your timing's very good, Tony. Would you like me to hand that over to you, that responsibility?
The signal?
For the timing, yes.
Yeah.
Very good timing now. You've done that a few times very well. So if you see a pedestrian on the side of the road on pavement, would you wave them across? if they were going to be crossing. Should we wave them across, Tony? I'll let you deal with this,
not
Tony.
to.
I'll let you deal with this. I'll let you deal with this turning first.
Pretend it's turning. And just get me to finish up on the right hand lane.
And if you'd like to finish up on the right hand lane, please, Tony. It's only signal as we go around parked cars, Tony. I know you should put your signal on.
I thought it was helpful.
Oh, so we've got a crossing coming up. So what? We've got a cross. So what kind of crossing is it? So if you check your interior mirror, Tony. Check your check it, Tony. And then scan. Why is it important that we check the interior mirror as we're approaching a crossing, Tony? Why do you think that might be important? Because you didn't check.
I just do it because I'm told to.
Well, we check it in case, if you've got a car behind you, if a car's driving very close behind you, what do you think the danger could be if he's close by?
If I've got to stop, I've got to stop, haven't I?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how close he is.
But if he's driving close, then what you can do is you can start to apply your brake a little bit earlier and a bit more gradually. So you can allow for his poor driving by putting your brakes more on, more gradually. So what have we got? What kind of a crossing is this, Tony?
Oh yeah,
Is it?
a light control crossing.
So where are you going to look, Tony?
In the mirror.
Check it, Tony. Make sure you check it. And scan. And why is it important we check that interior mirror as we approach a crossing, Tony?
Because that car was very close behind me.
And what could happen?
Roundabout, turning left.
And we're turning left at this roundabout, please, Tony. Good, very good. It's good timing of the signal there, Tony. And why did you signal? Why did you leave it at that?
Didn't want to confuse anybody that might be turning out of there.
That's good. Excellent. So remind me, why is it important that we check that interior mirror as we're approaching a crossing, Tony? Just remind me of that again.
To know how close the vehicle is behind me.
And what would you do if the vehicle was very close behind you?
I could ease off and slow down a bit earlier, couldn't I?
And
Put the brakes on gently.
that's right. And how would that help the car behind? That does.
Probably wake them up.
Yeah. Give them a bit more time to react.
Roundabout, turning left.
Around and turn left. What's this sign up here? What's that mean, Tony? What could that mean? It's not probably a school crossing.
Oh, it could be school children.
That's right. crossing have we got coming up in the
Oh yeah, I
distance
see the
there?
beacons, yeah.
That's good. And
It's uncontrolled crossing.
very good. And what's the first thing we're going to do when we see
Jet mirrors.
Very good. And then what do we do, Tony?
We're going to be scanning.
Very good. And what are you scanning for?
It's a very large crossing, this, isn't it?
That's right.
So I've never seen one as big as that before.
So this is so when it's got an island like that in the middle, Tony, we treat that as 2 crossings. So and we've got another crossing there, Tony. Well done. Yeah, that's we treat that as 2 crossings, Tony. That one with the islands in the middle. So, if somebody's on the far curb on the opposite side, we can keep going. We only have to stop if they reach that central island. And so we've got. So what we're going to. Don't need to stop,
Have
Tony.
to stop
Keep
him.
go. No, you go, Tony. And where are you going to be looking? Very good. Excellent. That's what we call a central.
Yeah, he was running, wasn't he?
Yeah, well, I think if you can ease off your speed, just don't accelerate.
At a roll.
Yeah.
I didn't really do much wrong there, did I?
No, actually,
he was legging it a
he
bit,
did
wasn't he?
look as if he was going to go. Yeah. Yeah. So you did the right thing there.
It's a bit late to find out that I haven't sussed it out properly when he's bouncing on the bonnet.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that island thing is a safe haven. So you did the right thing. It did look as if he might carry on in slowing down. Normally, if they're,
The safe haven wasn't there, would I just bomb through as normal?
What you do is, just don't accelerate. Keep an eye on the pedestrian. Check your mirror beforehand. As soon as you see them, check your interior mirror. And then just don't accelerate, and just keep an eye, make eye contact with them.
Oh yeah, I know about
Make
the
eye
mirrors, yeah.
contact, yeah.
Left at the roundabout.
And left at the roundabout, please, Tony.
Follow round and then right at the lights.
And float around and then right at the lights, please, Tony.
Just signal there.
So as we're going to, what have we got ahead of us, Tony? What is this?
Oh, crossing.
Oh yeah. So you check your mirror to there. Well done. Scanning. Do we need to stop or should we go?
Yeah,
Well done.
stop here.
Very good. Very good, Tony.
So okay to rev the engine to speed them up a bit. Some of them are very slow at crossing, aren't they?
We mustn't rev our engine, Tony, because that can make people panic, or they might.
Or it's
Ah, right. Yes. So we've got a crossing. You check your steering.
I really like the way you Fred never tells me any of this.
Well done, Tony.
He makes me
Yeah.
do things on my own.
Yeah. Oh, he's right there, Fred.
I'm going to book some more lessons with you. You make it really easy. Well, the examiner told me when I'm coming up.
No, unfortunately they won't. Okay, Tony. So I'll let you. Would you like to have a go at this one? And I'll
Oh yeah,
just
see,
just talk me through what you do.
Scanning
Very good.
and turning right.
And turn around, please, Tony. That was very good, actually. You handled that. You. And just remind me again why you would have checked your interior mirror on approach that crossing, which you did very well.
See the distance of the vehicle behind me.
That's right. And while you're scanning,
See if nobody's at the crossing.
that's good. Well, you did that very well, Tony. That crossing. Would you like me to hand over the responsibility to you for that?
For what?
For the zebra crossings, uncontrolled.
Yeah, I'll try and do it myself.
Yeah. Okay. I'll let you.
From what I know
on your
about
own.
these examiners, I don't think they're very helpful on tests. I could be wrong.
No, they're not like me. They don't help as much.
I think with the money they get paid and what they charge you for a test, they give you a bit of help, wouldn't it?
Yeah. With the control crossings, what's the difference in the light? Which one? One of them has an orange flashing light.
Oh yeah. That's the Pelican one, isn't it?
That's right.
I read about that.
That's very good. And would you go if it was amber? Would you go? Can you go if there's nobody crossing?
Not if it was amber. If it was flashing, I'd go.
Yeah.
If the crossing was clear.
That's very good.
As you approach these control crossings,
Yeah.
is there any way of telling if somebody's pressed the button or not?
Yes. If they press the button, if it's a puffin, a little red light comes on. I don't know if you knew that.
No.
Little red light comes on, so that tells you that they pressed it, and it probably could change quite soon. Because they have a camera which can sense if there's a pedestrian there. They have that. And we're going to do a left here, please, Tony.
Do a left. You mean turn left?
Turn left here, please, Tony. And if they can sense there's a pedestrian there, that's to avoid children just pressing it, running off. It won't change. So it'll only change to stop us if there's a pedestrian there.
And turning left.
And turn left, please, Tony.
And turning left.
And turn left, please, Tony.
And if you get me to stop on the service road on the right hand side.
And you could stop on the right hand side, please, on the service road.
How did I do?
Yeah, did very well. I didn't do too well, but that was not too bad on your part. Yeah.
Yeah, what would you say you were weak at? Especially in the very early stages.
Identifying the crossings. I was a bit late.
Yeah.
Very late on that.
Yeah, I know what you're thinking. He's got a test coming up in a month's time. he should be able to identify them. But you've never seen me drive before, have you?
No.
Yeah?
No.
Then once you did get me identifying, you were very, very reluctant to get me to take responsibility.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was still telling you what to do. I should have handed that over earlier.
Yeah, so that was a little bit weak.
Yeah.
Not only the identification, because we missed an awful lot of crossings in the early stages. I even gave you a couple of lifelines.
Yeah.
There's not many crossings around here, is there?
Yeah.
But the thing that was kind of a little bit unforgivable was no mention of the mirrors, because
Yeah.
you know, you were asking me where was I looking.
Yes.
I was scanning. I said I was scanning.
Yeah. Yeah.
Must do mirrors on approach to a
Of
hazard,
course. Yeah.
especially a crossing. Yeah.
Yes.
If I have to
Yeah.
stop and there's somebody very close behind me, and I don't know they're there, and I brake normally, that pedestrian's going to get two for the price of one, isn't he?
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's really important. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I'll be looking ahead. Yeah, there's not a lot else to watch
Yeah.
on the subject, really.
Of course.
Yeah, I'll be looking ahead and make sure that you've seen it, because I'm not going.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not going to hand it to you on a plate and volunteer the information. Yeah.
Yeah.
But once I see you're on top of me, then obviously I'll back off, innit?
Yeah. Yes, it was missing, wasn't I?
Yeah,
So,
mirrors. The mirrors,
yeah.
really important. Yeah,
Yeah.
really important. Crucial.
Yeah. I missed those completely.
Yeah, signals were handled fine. We came down to those. We came down our 40 limit the first time,
Yeah.
and then we turned left at the roundabout where I indicated way too early. You know that, all right. You could have told me to cancel the indicator, because it was on very early. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then we came down, and there's a massive, great big, uncontrolled crossing in there. It's three crossings in one. Three crossings, yeah,
Yeah.
right across the junction. And immediately after that roundabout, there's another one straight away, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you spotted it the second time around, on the way around. That's got to be the first time around, isn't it?
Right. Yes. Yeah.
Make sense?
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
So we'll
That was worse than I thought.
we'll be coming back to that. It's a
Yeah.
learning curve.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's something that most people.
I was uncertain. There was some crossings which I thought were at a junction, and I don't know if I should have mentioned them or not, but some of those I wasn't sure whether they were, you know, if it's a
Well, you did mention
crossing
them.
with a junction.
Well, you did
I
mention,
did mention
them.
it once, yeah.
Obviously, I would have. I would have dealt with traffic lights before, yeah.
Yeah.
And some of the traffic lights have got a built-in pedestrian element, yeah.
Yeah. I never know. I should keep not mention, but whether I should mention that a few more times.
I would know for the sake of, you know, I'm not saying a real pupil would know, but I would know for the sake of the subject that I have to stop at a red light, yeah, at a
Right.
junction, yeah. Where I need to be careful of is that when I go to move away, is that there's not a pedestrian running against
the lights.
the red man,
The red man.
yeah.
Even though it's a built-in one, that would still apply. I would still be. Should I be on mentioning that? Or,
Yeah, there's no harm just
Yeah.
you know, asking me if I know what it is and
yes.
how we're going to deal with it.
I never got round to talking about what car. I was so late with identifying that I never got round to saying,
But
you know,
yeah,
this was a
yes.
puffin or this was a pelican. And I know there was some pelicans and there was some puffins. And
Does it really matter what they're called?
No. I
Um,
thought I didn't perhaps get into the.
You did actually ask the crucial question about the flashing amber. That's a lot more important than putting a name to it, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I see. Yeah.
getting the name of a crossing wrong is not going to kill anybody, yeah?
No.
Um,
Point. Yeah, I see.
yeah, I can call it what it's like, can I?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what I call it. I could have a nickname for it.
Yeah.
It's how I deal with it's important, yeah?
Should I have come with that a bit earlier? I kept thinking about it as we were going through them.
I've got no complaint about where the flashing number came up. We haven't got any in this area.
Yeah.
I would have given you a lifeline on that because I can verbally test you on things that don't happen.
Oh, yes.
And I would have verbally tested you on that. I would have brought it up near the end. If you hadn't mentioned it, I would have said I was reading the highway code last night and I came across something about a flashing amber light.
Yeah.
But I fell asleep before I read the answer. No, so the fact you brought it up is a bonus point, yeah?
Yes.
What you need to be is a lot more alert initially, because we missed too many crossings to begin with, yeah?
Yeah.
And they weren't just little crossings, they were big crossings, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, they were visible a long way off, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm not playing the fool by not jumping in and identifying. A lot of real learners won't identify.
I should have asked you.
Yeah.
How are you identifying it? That would have been a good question, wouldn't it?
Yeah, your learners need to be encouraged how to identify. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
I was thinking, as you say, I don't over instruct, but I suppose I should have seen whether you did know by asking you.
Well, you could tell. If you watch my body language, you can see I don't know.
Yeah.
I'd noticed straight away by looking and seeing that. There's no mirrors being checked. There's no scanning being done. So it'd be no good just saying to a pupil, crossing coming up, check your mirror, yeah? You need to find out from that pupil, especially if it's a pupil you've never taken out before and they have got a test coming up. Why is it important to check that mirror? Because don't forget, after they pass, it's very important that they do check that mirror.
Right, yeah.
And some instructors just say, come on, check the mirror. And eventually the pupil will. And they might even do it in their driving test because they've been moaned at for so long. But are they going to do it after they get their driving licence?
No.
Probably not, because they don't know the danger, yeah? But if they know the danger, there's a fair chance they might well remember to check it for the reasons given, yeah? Yeah, there is a vehicle very close behind me. I've got time to apply the brakes a little bit earlier, yeah?
So when I did eventually get around to handling that thing, was my analysation or the help and the reasons all right?
Yeah, it was just, everything was just a little bit later.
Yeah.
You just missed too many. One or two is forgiven, but there was just too many missed there.
Yeah.
So we will come back to that.
Righto. Yeah.
Have relax. Let's get that pause.